I'm aware that the Jain community of all of the faiths in the United Kingdom has the greatest respect for animals. I think the Jain community, rather like the founders of the Rspca, understood the indivisibility of compassion and of love. And so to respect animals, to love animals, is also to love humanity and to love ourselves. So I find it a great privilege to be here.
Well, the Rspca was founded in 1824, so it's quite an old organisation, and it exists to initially to campaign for better conditions for animals, for better laws to protect animals from cruelty, and the Victorians were very good at stopping the deliberate baiting of animals.
I believe that all the faith traditions have so much to offer to making the world a better place, making it more compassionate, and particularly with the Jain tradition of ahimsa, of non-violence. This is something that's so important, and I really believe that we should all be working together from every ethnic group, from every faith, to bring compassion and enlightenment into the world. It's an absolute honour to have been asked to come along and join in with this really important ceremony today, and to be able to express our desire to share compassion for all living things, and particularly because this ceremony is for animals, it's for animal compassion, which is what we as the Rspca are promoting.
The Rspca needs to represent 21st century modern, multicultural, multi-faith Britain. In most of the world's great religions, such as the Jain religion, all of the teachings speak of the importance of the world, the natural world, of animals in the world, and their interrelationship with human beings. We get many blessings from the animal community around us. They inspire our art, they inspire our poetry, they lift and touch our souls and our hearts.
This is a beautiful sculpture, and it depicts the 24th Tirthankar, Mahavira, who, on achieving enlightenment, went out and talked about compassion for all living things. So that includes all animals, all sentient beings.
It was an extraordinary privilege to take part in your ceremony tonight, and it is a memory I will treasure in my head, but most of all in my heart, to have been with you. To be among so many people whose deep religious faith, spirituality, is rooted in a love of and respect for animals, for all of the creation. And I would have hoped that perhaps the ministers of the government of the United Kingdom might have come here tonight, and to understand that to save life, you do not take life. To cure disease and suffering, you do not kill animals to do that.
I am particularly keen to help Britain become a much more inclusive country, and that we don't have different groups and subgroups, but more that we work in an integrated way. And I've been working with the Rspca for almost 5-6 years now in helping them make this transformation, and I'm so delighted today that these leaders have traveled 300 miles just to be here today with the Jains and celebrate their important festival of Paryushan. Today is a special day because it's actually a meeting of minds. The Rspca does wonderful work for animal compassion all over the country and has a long record of doing that. And the Jains have a philosophy of a very old, 3,000-year-old philosophy of animal compassion. So when the two meet, I think it's a win-win situation. And I'm really delighted. I think this is a historic occasion, and actually, we're going to take this forward. Today is the launch of this initiative, and then we're going to go to visit many different faith communities with the chief executive over the coming months and build this kind of relationship. And the best way to build a relationship is through humility. And unfortunately in Britain, there are not many leaders who are humble and willing to sit down with a community and pray with the community and be a part of that community without any kind of deliberate agenda or mission.
Paryushan पर्व છે તે ખાસ વધારે પડતું અહિંસા માટેનું છે. અહિંસા એટલે જીવદયાનું સૌથી મહત્ત્વને તેમાં ભાર આપવામાં આવે છે. અને RSPCના જે આપણે રિચર્ડ છે, બાર્બરા છે, તેઓ પણ તે બહુ જ સારું કામ કરે છે. અને આ બધું આપણે એકબીજાને સાથે મળીને કરવામાં વધારે આનંદ આવશે. તો મને આશા છે કે બધા આ જે જૈન ધર્મની ફિલોસોફી છે એને સમજે, જાણે, એવી આશા છે. આવ્યા રે આવ્યા રે આવ્યા આજ અવસર રૂડા આંગણીએ.
The countries of the West have become a little bit stuck again in their attitude towards the rest of creation. And I feel the Jains can help us with the sense of community with all living things, the sense of community with all creatures who can suffer pain and distress, and that we need to promote this idea of political citizenship of the animals, that the animals have political citizenship, and that we can use that and progress it so that we can get some recognition for animals at the United Nations, and we can campaign together with the Jains and with others against the speciesism that at the moment provides so much prejudice against the other living creatures, forgetting that we are all part of this community together, a community of pain, a community of citizenship.
And let me finish by saying, you, your whole community, and what you represent is not only very important to the RSPCA and our work for the animals that have no voice and have nowhere else to turn but to us for help, but above all, what you represent, I believe, is the future of humanity. You have been a spiritual faith for 3,000 years. What you represent is the future of where humanity goes, which is to understand, respect and love all creatures. Thank you for your time this evening.